Hello, today we are going to be making a DIY boho bead spider featuring Jesse James beads. To get started, you're going to need 20 and 22 gauge wire. You will need either a multiplier or both round and chain nose pliers. You will also need an assortment of beads from Boho Beads and working on down. To get started, you're going to take the 20 gauge wire and you're going to put a boho bead and another bead of your choosing, as well as a bead cap usually looks really good too, and this is going to make the face and the body of the spider. Now you can either do a wire wrapped loop or you can do a simple loop as I have here on either end. That is up to you. The other thing you're going to need to do is leave about 2 millimeters of space in between the two beads. So I like to kind of just take the wires and get an idea of about how much room I think I want before I make a loop at the other end. Now this 20 gauge wire piece should only be about 4 inches long. I started with 7 inches, which was way too long. Once you have that second loop or wrapped loop done, you can work on the legs. You're going to need 4 pieces of 8-inch long 24 gauge wire. It's a good wire thickness. It's sturdy enough for the legs, but at the same time, all the beads are going to go through. You're going to take your chain nose pliers and make a bend in those at the middle, and then you're going to either do an underhanded twist wrap, or you can twist them around once or twice. Really, it's up to you. There's a lot of different ways. You can do it all at once, or you can do it one at a time. That's your decision. This is a very flexible project, so don't worry if you're not experienced or you're not exactly sure if you're doing it right. You're really not going to mess this one up. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Once you have those wires twisted, all you have left to do is decide on a bead pattern. You can put anywhere from 4 to 8 seed beads to start. You want the tiniest beads you've got to start off with, just because they're all so close together right there at the body. And what I would recommend is go ahead and do a pattern of beads. See if you like how it looks. And if you don't, you can pull it off that first leg. You're not committed yet, and redo it. Now this has, as you can see, an assortment of bead sizes, assortment of bead colors, and I keep bringing back those black seed beads just to keep some continuity through the leg. Once you're happy with the pattern, you are going to either take the last inch or so of wire and coil it, or you could do a simple loop or a wrapped loop. It really depends on how you're going to use the spider or who's going to get the spider and how they're going to use it. I did a wrapped small loop here at the end of each leg. Now with the first leg finished, you guessed it, you're just going to repeat this step for all the remaining legs. And it takes a couple minutes, but honestly, it's a really fun project because you can play with all different sizes and shapes of beads. It's a great way to use up any leftovers you've got. You just want to make sure, depending on the bead, that you've got at least 8 of them, or increments of 8. So 8, 16, 24, depending on how many of that particular bead you want to use. And as you can see, we've got our final spider. Now all that's left is to bend the legs however you would like. You can make different shapes. You can have them go down and then up and then back down. You can have them just make one big arch. You could twist the body a little bit and make the body stand up a little or go down a little, whatever you would like. And you know what? It's the perfect little decorative boho beaded spider. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial so very much. Be sure to check out the Jesse James Beads blog and YouTube channel for even more ideas and inspiration. We'll see you next time.